Helene's damage has been devastating, but in the long term, it could be catastrophic. Moody's Analytics has put the projected price tag of Helene's economic impact at up to $34 billion. Property damage is estimated to cost somewhere between $15 and $26 billion. Joining us now is Pierre Debbas. He is a real estate attorney and managing partner for Romer Debbas. Pierre, welcome. This is scary stuff. Just how much this could really cost the country, and it just tells you how the damage is going to be around for a long time, and it's going to take a lot of resources to clean it all up.
Yeah, Jim, in the last 5 years, we've seen, unfortunately, a tremendous uptick in natural disasters. When you look at Hawaii, California, and now what's going on in the Sun Belt, there's no perfect answer to this. The problem is you've also, in that time period, had housing values almost double since the inception of the pandemic. So right now, you have nothing short of an affordability crisis in America for housing. Now, when you tack on insurance, which is going up at significant rates on an annual basis, the compounding the affordability problem is inevitable. And, we can, hope FEMA has funded, billions of dollars more to assist all these, homeowners. But at the end of the day, how do you hedge for the replacement cost of all these homes that have been completely demolished? You look at insurance policies, majority of insurance policies in America don't cover full replacement cost or insure against floods or tornadoes or hurricanes.
Yeah, and what does this mean for the insurance system? Because, that's already been a big question down in Florida. And now in the Carolinas, a lot of folks moved up into western North Carolina because they were under the, feeling that they were safe from these kinds of powerful hurricanes. It's just going to make an even bigger mess out of our insurance system, it seems.
Absolutely. Insurance companies right now are looking for any reason not to insure in any area that could be deemed to be a flood hazard area. If you're remotely close to any body of water, the insurance companies are running away from you. So it's definitely a problem because, we're really going to need the regulators to, A, make sure that the insurance premiums are increasing at a reasonable pace, commensurate with the risks they're assuming, and B, that insurance companies keep continuing to insure in these areas. Or else what happens? If you deem these areas to be entirely uninsurable, you're going to make homeownership virtually impossible. You're going to have a massive detraction in investment desire in these areas because the economics of it will never work out and the risk will always be too high.
Right, or you're going to have to come up with some other way to insure people's properties, which, what does that entail? And, what do you make of the way the numbers are coming in on Helene's destruction? And, we're already seeing another storm building in the Gulf Coast. This could end up being an extremely costly hurricane season.
Yeah, it's unequivocally a costly hurricane season. And I think we have to get ahead of this issue in that how are we going to protect the consumer and your average American homeowner in these neighborhoods? And, obviously funding FEMA is the first possible solution, but it's probably not going to be enough. I think we have to start also educating consumers in terms of what insurance policies they need to be aware of. The consumer is a novice when it comes to insurance, especially homeowners insurance. The majority of them go online and they get the cheapest policy possible that will satisfy their lender. We need to really start educating the consumer in terms of what their risk is and what their actual coverage is, and make sure that the coverage and insurance is being given to the consumer at reasonable rates.
And there's also the subject of climate change and the way that is supercharging these storms. That's a factor heading into the future. How does the insurance system, how does the real estate system deal with that if things are just going to continue to get on this trajectory of more and more powerful storms?
Yeah, Jim, you're highlighting exactly what the nightmare is. There's no perfect solution for this, and this is a huge problem. Again, we're already in a big problem in the country when it comes to housing and affordability in these areas, which are unfortunately being subject to these natural disasters. This is going to be a problem that's going to last for the next several years until we figure it out. And how? I don't really have a perfect, solution for you, except that we have to make sure that proper insurance is available to the consumer and that FEMA is ready to help provide disaster assistance relief.
All right, Pierre Debbas, we'll have to ponder some of those ideas and hopefully come up with some solutions, especially for these folks in these hard-hit areas. It's just it's been a rough week. Pierre, thanks for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Jim.
All right, coming up.